Hello everyone, in this video I'll be ranking the different areas in Lords of the Fallen 2023 on this tier list. So first things first, we got the abandoned red copse. This is an okay first starting area. There's lots of things to see off in the distance and I think it was pretty scenic overall, so it was good. The game started pretty strong, I must say. The first half of this game is probably better than the last half of this game, but abandoned red copse, pretty cool. Next we got Fitzroy's Gorge. I think that this was another really great spot. I might even put that in the S tier compared to some of the other places here. Just the enemies weren't brutal. We didn't have to fight bosses every 2 seconds. Like there was enemies that weren't bosses here, so that's cool. Just overall, it was a pretty nice spot. Same goes for Forsaken Fen. I think that these are all pretty great locations. They really showcased what was going to happen in this game. Like the locations had really great visuals, not just like where your character was, but if you looked off into the distance, you could see a lot of other areas that you would travel to later in the game. And I think that interconnectedness was what made it so special. So those go up in the A tier and S tier. Also, Lower Caloranth was pretty great. There are a lot of fire damage. I think that goes to A tier. It was cool being able to run through a building, and then if you see fire there, switch the umbral form, walk through the fire, and then unextinguish and everything. I think it was pretty cool. Lower Calrun's pretty great. Pilgrim's Birch. Now, this is one of the first places you go to in the game. I want to put this in the D tier. They did fix the issues. There was a lot of issues with falling off the edge. Like, I think most of my deaths in this game were just platforming issues, but there were snipers. They did remove the snipers literally, I think, like 3 or 4 days after the game launched, but I was already past that by that point. My memory of this was not great though, because I just fell to my death so many times. And then if I wasn't falling to my death, I was getting sniped from across the map with characters or enemies that I could not even target. So I'm glad they fixed those issues, because oh my goodness, it was annoying walking out, getting sniped by something literally the other side of the map that you wouldn't even be able to see for another 15 minutes of gameplay. It was weird. So D tier. Skyrest Bridge, S tier. I think this is a cool hub world. To upgrade your weapons, you don't have to run far. Everything's all contained pretty close to the spawn-in spot. So I think that this was one of the better hub worlds. Just being honest, I liked it. Fife of the Chill Curse. This was an okay spot, but there were some sections that just chugged along really slowly. Ice damage is somewhat annoying at times, but just seeing bosses so common in this area, like, or even just you fight the Forlard guy, Guardian Forlard, and then he shows up here pretty commonly. It was a little bit frustrating fighting a boss and then just seeing it common, but that's something you'll see a lot in this game, unfortunately, especially as you get to the later parts of it. Sunless Skine, kind of the same boat there. They're both very similar in terms of what you get out of it. Didn't really have much memorable from the Sunless Skine, so yeah. Upper Caloranth. I like this one. I liked Upper Caloranth. So what made it fun was you get to fight the Light Reaper here. I think that was one of the better fights of the game. The aesthetic was pretty cool. Like, things were getting pretty intense at this point of the game. And again, back to what I said about the other areas, the scenics around at the world were really cool from here. Manse of the Hallowed Brothers. I think this place was... I'm torn. I liked running around the Hallowed Brothers. I did not like that you don't fight people in here because there's just a lot of bosses everywhere. So I fought them one time and then it was just be running around trying to find the next door to unlock. It was okay. I might even just drop that down to B tier. There's a lot of potential in the Manse of Hallowed Brothers. Hallowed Sisters gets even worse because it's all bosses. There's no common enemies in the Hallowed Sisters. It's just bosses. So yeah. Revelation Depths. Yeah. Kind of the same thing as this. Nothing really too memorable down there. You get there from, I think it was maybe Forsaken Fen. I forget how you get down to the Revelation Depths, but actually it might be Lower Caloranth. You went a separate path, but not that memorable. There wasn't much fun stuff that went on there. Just, it was dark, kind of cave-like, which you get commonly in these kind of games, so it wasn't anything new. Tower of Penance. This was a short area. It was at the Manse of the Hallowed Brothers. I might put it above Manse of Hallowed Brothers. It was cool. You go up to the top and you follow your way down, then you fight Tancred at the very bottom. Fun area, I guess, but overall, this game had some very glaring issues, but it had some also very memorable locations here, so yeah, Skyrest Bridge, really great hub world. Fitzroy's Gorge, nice introduction to the game. And Upper Caloranth, you get to fight the Light Reaper, and it just has some cool scenics that you come here, leave, and you come back later from a different angle. I think that was really cool. So yeah, there's the locations or areas ranked in Lords of the Fallen 2023. Hope you found this video useful, and if you did, please hit that subscribe button below. Leave a comment telling me where you would rank these, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks so much for watching.